In the quiet stillness of December, when gardens sleep and the soil lies bare, nature performs one of its most powerful transformations. For centuries, gardeners have rushed to add manure, fresh, aged, composted, in hopes of improving fertility. But what if the secret to tripling your harvest this coming year isn't manure at all? What if the soil itself could rebuild its strength naturally, using a forgotten December technique practiced by ancient growers, rediscovered today by regenerative farmers, and now spreading rapidly across the world? This is the story of a winter soil trick so simple, so natural, and yet so profoundly effective that many gardeners report yields 2 to 3 times greater by spring. And it begins with plants that never grow tall, but grow deep. Though manure has benefits, December is the worst time to apply it. The cold slows decomposition, nutrients lock up, and more importantly, raw manure can create harmful ammonia spikes, kill soil microbes, and even burn tender roots during early spring growth. Overuse also leads to compacted soil, salt buildup, nutrient imbalances, and a temporary collapse of beneficial soil life. So, if not manure, what then? What can feed the soil gently through the winter months? Nature already has the answer. The secret December soil trick winter root builders. Not fertilizer, not compost, and definitely not manure. The trick is planting winter root builders, slow-growing, cold-tolerant plants whose roots work underground all winter, breaking hard soil, feeding microbes, and releasing natural nutrients. These plants don't produce food for you. They produce food for your soil, and when spring arrives, your soil is soft, rich, aerated, and alive, naturally. Let's meet these winter champions. Hairy vetch, the nitrogen factory. Hairy vetch is one of nature's most extraordinary winter soil healers. This humble vine captures atmospheric nitrogen, the very nitrogen floating in the air around us, and stores it in the soil as slow-release nutrition. While manure releases nitrogen too quickly, vetch releases it slowly, evenly, and safely. By spring, a good stand of hairy vetch can add up to 110 pounds of natural nitrogen per acre, enough to supercharge tomatoes, maize, beans, and greens. Underground, its roots unlock phosphorus and create microscopic tunnels that improve drainage and aeration. Imagine a plant that feeds the soil while the world is asleep. That is hairy vetch. Winter rye is, well, the workhorse of regenerative agriculture. Planted in December, it germinates quickly, even in cold soil, and then begins pushing its roots deeper and wider than almost any other crop. These roots break up hardpan, increase organic matter, prevent soil erosion, and importantly, feed earthworms throughout the winter. But what really makes winter rye extraordinary is a natural compound it releases called benzoxazinoids. These compounds suppress early weed germination, giving your spring crops a powerful head start. And when rye is chopped and mixed into the soil in March, it forms a thick, nutrient-rich layer that honestly rivals compost itself. Austrian winter peas, often called the soft soil specialists, are gentle plants, but their effect on the soil is quite remarkable. Their roots loosen compacted beds, making them just perfect for gardeners dealing with clay or heavy soils. Like vetch, these peas also fix nitrogen, although they do it a bit more slowly and steadily. Now, the real magic lies in the biological activity they stimulate. Winter peas release sugars into the soil that feed dormant microbes, reawakening life beneath the frost. More microbial activity means, well, better nutrient cycling, faster decomposition, and increased soil structure. A living engine continues running beneath the cold surface. Daikon radish, the underground jackhammer. This is honestly the plant that truly surprises gardeners. Daikon radishes, planted in December, perform miracles underground. As the radish grows, its huge taproot drills down as deep as 30 to 60 centimeters, sometimes more. It shatters hardpan, clay layers, and compacted zones. Where manure sits on the surface doing little, the daikon goes straight down, opening vertical channels for air, water, and roots. When the radish dies back naturally in deep winter, it decomposes into a nutrient-filled sponge, releasing slow, gentle fertility into the soil. By spring, the soil becomes soft, loose, and perfectly aerated, ideal for carrots, onions, potatoes, and tomatoes. How to apply the December soil trick. Now, you don't need machinery, you don't need compost, you definitely don't need manure. Just follow this simple method. Step 1, loosen the top 2 centimeters of soil, just enough for seed-to-soil contact. Step 2, scatter a mix of hairy vetch, winter rye, Austrian peas, and daikon radish. This blend creates a balanced underground ecosystem. Step 3, water lightly once. Even dew and winter moisture are enough. Step 4, let nature work. The plants grow slowly, but their roots work aggressively. The spring reward. Triple harvest potential. By March or April, the transformation becomes visible. Your soil will be darker from increased organic matter, softer from deep root penetration, richer from natural nitrogen fixation, looser from decomposed daikon channels, and more alive from microbial revival. When you plant your crops into this living matrix, well, you will see faster germination, larger root systems, and honestly, bigger plants overall. You'll notice thicker stems, heavier fruiting, and of course a higher overall yield. This is exactly why farmers call it nature's soil engine. Where manure gives inconsistent results, the December soil trick gives predictable ones. Because manure adds nutrients, but winter root builders create soil. These plants don't just feed, they transform. They rebuild the entire underground architecture. Healthy soil means higher yields. Healthy microbes lead to stronger plants. Deep root channels allow for deeper plant roots. Slow nitrogen release prevents burning and imbalance. This is why, honestly, harvest increases can be dramatic. In field trials and home gardens alike, yields commonly rise by 200% in tomatoes, 250% in leafy greens, and up to 300% in root vegetables, all without a single handful of manure. The December decision. You stand now at the edge of winter, at the moment when the soil is ready to begin its silent transformation. Manure belongs to another season, but winter, well, it belongs to the roots. If you plant these winter builders today, your soil will repay you generously in spring. Richer soil, stronger plants, bigger harvests, a natural cycle restored. This December, let the soil breathe again, let the roots work, and watch your garden rise to new life, stronger, fuller, and more abundant than ever before.